As a mutual fund distributor, we always put so much emphasis in selecting the right mutual fund scheme for our clients. But I think we should also be giving due importance to which mutual fund company to work with. As of now, there are more than 40 plus mutual fund companies in India. Of course, we cannot work with all of them. So we need to be very discreet with whom we want to do our business. And in this video, I am going to touch upon 6 important factors which we need to look into when we are deciding to work with any or every mutual fund company. Hello everyone, I'm Shobhit. I'm a FinBiz growth expert and founder of FinBiz Growth Club. We are an aspiring community of new age mutual fund distributors who are determined to change how India invests. So what is the first and most important thing which we need to look into? Of course, the most essential thing is the underlying main asset, which is the product and features which a particular mutual fund company is going to offer. Because ultimately we are in a business where we are going to be giving the best product to our customer. Our intention is to build the wealth for them in an effective manner. So when you are looking at the product, the most essential thing is what we need to look into it, whether that mutual fund company has product in each and every asset class or not. So you should have a diversified portfolio of equity schemes, debt schemes, hybrid schemes, international themes, ETFs, index funds, and so on and so forth. And why we need to look into that? Because we want to give a diversified portfolio to our client. More importantly, we need to give a multi-asset portfolio for our client. And if that is the case, we need to look into those AMCs which are going to be offering a multi-asset composition or product basket. At the same time, we should also be looking at those mutual fund companies which are going to be offering us sufficient features while investing in those schemes. So for example, if we are looking for a systematic route, whether SIPs and their various versions are available or not. If we are looking for an STPs to park our money in debt funds and then transfer those money into our volatile assets, whether those options are available or not. If we are looking to withdraw regular cash flow for our clients, whether the flexibility of SWPs are available or not, and whether these have sufficient additional features or not. Because these are going to play an important role not only from the return point of view, but also from the customer convenience point of view. Please remember, the more diversity, the more flexibility, the more convenience which we are going to offer to our client, they are going to respect the value proposition which we are offering. So whenever you're deciding to select any mutual fund company, please keep in mind that the product basket which they are offering, the features in those schemes which they are offering is going to play a very vital role. The second most important thing which I want you guys to look into is the IT infrastructure which a company is offering. Now more and more, all of us are moving into online world. It is going to reduce our human effort. It is going to increase our reach. It is going to help in our customer convenience. So if a company is offering a better IT infrastructure, that is also going to play a very important role. So to start with, they should have a very user-friendly distributor interface. They should have an infrastructure where a distributor can log in and look into various aspects of their business. So how much business they have, how many SIPs they have, what kind of brokerage they are receiving, if they have an issue, how conveniently they are able to reach to their customer cares. All those are going to play a very vital role. These all are going to be creating a hygiene factor for you, which is going to be reducing the work which you may have. In case if you are able to get the information which SIPs are going to be stopped in next 2 or 3 months, you will be well prepared to take action. If you are able to get what is the SIP book size you are maintaining with that company, that is also going to give you a much leeway. At the same time, their IT infrastructure should be very, very convenient to initiate the transaction for our client. If those transactions are user-friendly for us as well as for our client, nothing like that. So IT infrastructure should be very, very important aspect which we need to be looking at whenever we are choosing or shortlisting any mutual fund company to work with. The third important aspect which I want you guys to look into is, of course, the track record which the schemes are having. So the first track record which we need to look into is the company's track record itself. A scheme is one part of the game, but more importantly, we need to look into the companies with which we are going to have a relationship. So it is important to look at what is the time they have spent in the market, whether they are recent mover or they are there in this industry for a good time period. So they have lot of insights and dynamics which this market is going to offer. You need to also look into the track record of their schemes and how these schemes have been performing over a period of time. Not only performance, especially in the debt case, you need to look into whether any papers has been defaulted or gone bad, because it is also going to speak a lot about the processes which has been followed by a particular company. So you need to be very particular about that. If a company has a good track record, good reputation, it is going to be helping you in a long run. There also you need to be also looking into the consistency of the performance. Now every year some new scheme will be the best performer for a short period of time. But we as a mutual fund distributor, we should be very particular about the consistency of a scheme over a longer period of time. If the company's scheme are in top quartile over a longer period of time, I think that is the company to work with. So performance track record should be also looked into. That is going to play a very vital role. Then the fourth important aspect which I want you guys to look into is the sales and marketing support which a company is going to offer. In today's world, it is very important to understand that if you are not visible in the market, you will not be remembered. So how you are going to be visible in the market? By constantly spreading, publishing information which is going to be helping your client in understanding either the features of the scheme, performance of the scheme, investment insights, and so on and so forth. How proactive those companies are in publishing various kinds of informations which you can use with your influence and help them in informing and educating them regarding mutual fund investments. That is also going to play a very vital role. If those companies are going to be helping you in your branding in your local area or in your city, in case you have a physical infrastructure, if those companies are able to help you in branding your offices, nothing like that. If you have not explored this opportunity, I would love you guys to reach to your local mutual fund companies so that you can have a branding from there. Then you need to be also be mindful of that most of the mutual fund companies are going to offer club membership for you. Now, club membership depend upon the volume of business which you are going to do with the respective mutual fund companies. This also going to play a very vital role from the point of view is that it is going to increase your revenue because they are going to be providing you various other facilities and perks which is going to be over and beyond the regular commissions which you are going to get. More importantly, these club memberships are going to offer you those ecosystem where you are going to meet successful mutual fund distributors with whom you can interact and understand what these guys are doing, how they are operating. You can learn from them, and that is going to be helping you in expanding your business in a right way. So please consider your sales and marketing support which you are going to get from these companies, because that is also going to be a very important aspect. The fifth aspect which I want you guys to understand and look into is the physical presence which the companies are having. Now, this is also going to play a very vital role. If a particular mutual fund company is present in your city, then it is going to be helping you in expanding your business in a better way. How it is going to help? Because if you have somebody in your in the local area, that is going to be helping you in communicating with the company better. If any issues are arising, they will be helping you in resolving those issues in an effective manner. The communication will be much more smoother. If you are looking for some personal support, that also can be provided. They are also going to be helping you in doing a lot of marketing activities in terms of investor awareness programs, in terms of visibility in your local areas, newspaper insertions, all so on and so forth. So these are a lot of help which you can get if those mutual fund companies are present in your city. So just look into that. The number of branches they have across India is also going to give you a very good framework whether you should be working with those companies or not. If the local staff is good, nothing like that, because they are going to handhold you, they are going to motivate you, they are going to meet with you, and that is also going to be giving you a much required push to do the business. So physical presence are also be a very important thing which you need to be look into and work upon. And the last thing which I want you guys to look into is the revenue which your company is sharing you. What is the brokerage rate which they are offering to you? Now that this should not be the most important aspect, but this should be one of the aspects. Ultimately, we are into a business. If we are not able to earn and if we are not able to survive, how we are going to be helping our clients? So please keep this thing in mind that we need to be having a good revenue from the product for the company with which we are working. Now it is always a bargain. You need to maintain a fine balance between the brand and the revenue which you are getting. New companies are going to offer you a good revenue. The bigger companies are going to offer you a relatively less percentage revenue. So you need to make a fine balance, because bigger companies' products are easy to sell. But newer company, you need to convince the client that this is the right product for them. So please look into that also, because that is going to play a very vital role. Now, some of the mutual fund companies are going to offer you incentives in terms of number of SIPs or volume of SIPs which you are doing. Some companies regularly launch incentives on the volume of business on a particular schemes which you are doing. So you need to also be looking at whether these companies are aggressive in promoting their products, because those are going to be helping you in getting your revenue to a different level. So just find it out, do a lot of trial and errors. You need to meet your local branches, local mutual fund company branches officials. You need to interact with in case they are not in your local office and local areas. In case some companies are not present in your areas, then you need to contact them on their phone on the bigger locations. But idea should be to work with 5 to 10 mutual fund companies at a time. If you are going to diversify your portfolio to too many companies, then you are not going to be benefited in terms of support which they are going to provide or the revenue which they are going to share. Because every company wants from you to get the best out of you. And the more volume you are going to generate for a particular company, the better rate of brokerage which you can expect from them. So please keep these aspects in mind, and if you work with these 6 points in your head, I have no doubt that you are going to shortlist good mutual fund companies to work with. In case this information was helpful for you, in case it has given a new insight as how you are going to work with any company for your mutual fund distribution business, I would love you guys to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to our channel so that whenever we have something new to share, you will be the first one to know. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you next time.